सत्ययुग आरंभ हुई। ऋषि कार्य की ज्योति सदा जले, ऋषि कार्य की ज्योति सदा जले।
Namaste. I welcome each one of you and those who are connected to us through this webcast. I welcome each one of them to this session of light channeling on third Sundays. As we always do, we will begin with silence. You just have to close your eyes and sit in silence. In silence, we connect with light, connect with the light masters, and we seek their blessings for today's session. Roughly a minute. I will tell you. You just close your eyes and sit. Yes. These uh, sessions, third Sunday sessions, they're actually practice sessions, but a few things we always remind ourselves. It helps. It helps us to recommit ourselves to uh, this practice of light channeling. Going through the experiences of uh, light channels is a beautiful experience, very encouraging and also very touching at times. Very touching. I have picked up 2-3 experiences to share with you. One of our volunteers, he wrote to us. He was traveling in a train, and he says he uh, saw a mother struggling to calm down her baby, 2-year-old baby, who was crying continuously, and all her efforts to calm the baby down, it yielded no result. No result. And naturally, our volunteer was feeling for the baby. What is it that is disturbing the baby? He was concerned, and at such times, what do? We think of God. We begin sending light, channeling light. He did that. He sat to channel light. He began channeling light, and he says that by the time he finished channeling, only 7 minutes, he realized that the baby is no more crying. He stopped crying. And when he opened his eyes, he saw that the baby was sleeping comfortably. Such experiences you would have experienced. All of us would have experienced such things. Another experience. A person mentioned to me that he has very intense pain in the legs, very severe pain. And he says all medications, ointments, it hasn't helped him. It hasn't helped. The pain just doesn't stop. So then he wondered what to do now. So he began practicing this. He says that I began being aware of light in me, that is in him, and around him all the time. And then he realized that whenever he is able to remain in this awareness of light in him and around him, he says then I forget the pain, there is no pain. How beautiful it is. And he says that when I lose that awareness and come back to this reality, then I begin experiencing the pain again. Of course, the pain must be quite bad, but I was thinking, in a way, it's a blessing. Of course, it's easy for me to say this. The person who is going through the pain, it's difficult for him. But it's a kind of a blessing because the pain makes him remain in the awareness of light more. But it's a beautiful experience. It helps him get over the pain. Another very touching experience I share. I had shared in the classes here earlier. This is a student of ours. Her family, they were traveling. Her son and son's family. They were traveling in Europe somewhere, I think Amsterdam and beyond. And on a particular day, at the beginning of their journey, they realized that at a particular railway station, they realized that one of their bags is missing. one of their bags is missing. And then they realized that the bags had their passports. All the family members' passports were in the bag. Naturally, it's a big concern and very stressful situation, because if you are in another country and you have lost your passports, they contacted the embassy, Indian embassy there, and they were told that the only thing is you have to go back. If you don't get your passports back, you cannot continue your journey in Europe. You have to just go back to India. And they would have lost lakhs of rupees, because the entire journey was planned. So the son, who was in Europe, he called the mother and said, "This is what happened." The mother, who is our student, what would she do at such times? She naturally prayed and sat to channel light. She began channeling light. And she says she would have channeled light for about half an hour. And when she got up from channeling after half an hour, she got a call from her son that they found the passports. It's a miracle, really. It's a miracle. And how they found it? They went to a police station to lodge a complaint. That's the process they have to follow, to lodge a complaint. Only then the embassy of India will be able to give them documents so that they can come back to India. So in the police station, imagine in an unknown country, in a police station, they were talking to the authorities there, and a person comes with a bag, and he says, "I found it somewhere. I found it somewhere." And the bags had other items. Those items were missing, but the passports were there. Most important thing, the passports were there. Thank God they could continue their journey. It could have been a very stressful, very disturbing situation, but they could continue their journey. I don't say because these people practice light channeling, it happens. It happens because God's grace somehow descends and helps them. But the practice, it helps us to connect with light. I think that's why this practice is so important. It helps us to connect with God. Connect with God. And not only it helps us to connect with God, it also helps us to consciously send His energies to others, spread His energies to others. That's why this technique is such a beautiful, such an important technique to be practiced during these times. So, with this what do you say? This idea to re-establish or recommit ourselves to this practice, and to strengthen this connection with light, let us begin the practice. I will guide you. You just have to sit comfortably, close your eyes and sit comfortably. Let us imagine light above us, lot of light, an ocean of light above us. Let us have this very strong and pure intention that we wish to bring down this light, and we wish to fill up this world with light. We wish to fill up this world with love, peace, with beautiful energies of light, of God, healing energies, everything that is positive. Let us have this wish. we will now imagine that light descends, a beam of light descends, comes down from the ocean of light above us and enters us. Through the head it enters and slowly fills up our body. Entire body is filled with this light. Our mind, our intellect, everything. We will experience this light for a few minutes in our system. Let us experience the light. To experience, we don't have to do anything, just be aware that our system is filled with light and just surrender to it. That is all. 2 or 3 minutes, I will tell you. Yes, now without opening our eyes, we can slowly bring out this light. We can imagining helps. You can imagine that the light is coming out of our system and spreading in all the directions. So the light keeps flowing, it comes from above, enters us, and after filling up our system, it flows out of us, spreads out of us in all the directions. Slowly filling up surrounding areas, and we can take some time to slowly fill up the entire world with light. Maybe a couple of minutes we'll take. Yes, we need not open our eyes. This process continues. We can be aware that light keeps flowing through us and filling up this entire world. With this awareness, we'll just sit silently till 11:30. This process will continue. The flowing of light will continue. We can be aware, and just in the process, we'll also experience the light. When we sit in silence, we will continue to also experience the light. Till 11:30, I will tell you. it's enough. We can slowly open our eyes and relax. I wish to express our gratitude to all the people who joined in today's session. Always remind you, I always request you to channel light every day. It helps you a lot. Every day when you get up in the morning for 7 minutes and before you sleep in the night for 7 minutes. Yes. This webcast will stop in some time. Students of Manasa, we will continue channeling light till 1 o'clock. Others, if they wish, they can continue as long as they wish. Thank you. Namaste. The next session will be on 21st April. 21st April. Thank you. Namaste.